Have you ever wondered what it's like to face someone who believes they are a god? In a world where power and faith intertwine, Lille Barro, the Quincy closest to God, stands out as a figure of mystery and strength. But what really makes Lille such a formidable opponent? And how has this unwavering faith in Yawach and himself shaped him into one of the greatest threats the Soul Society has ever faced? Lille Barro is not just any Quincy. He is the first to receive a script from Yawach, the Quincy Emperor. This places him in a unique position among his peers, as the leader of the Schutzstaffel, Yawach's elite guard. With his striking appearance, dark skin, short white hair, and a black X tattooed around his left eye, Lille carries the mark of power and authority. But behind this facade of self-confidence lies a complex personality. He believes that those who lose battles are simply slower to understand the truth of the world, a truth he thinks he has mastered. Ironically, he is easily shaken by things he does not understand, revealing an unexpected vulnerability for someone who considers himself untouchable. But what truly defines Lille Barro is his terrifying ability, the X-axis. This script allows him to shoot bullets that pierce through all things in his line of sight, as if there were no barriers. Imagine a weapon that completely ignores any defense, that hits its target instantly, with no chance of evasion or blocking. To Lille, the world is just a series of targets to be pierced, and he believes that no one can match the power Yawach has granted him. However, this confidence is repeatedly tested, especially when he faces opponents like Shunsui Kairaku, the Soul Society's captain commander. During the epic battle at the Soul King's palace, Lille demonstrates not only his skill with the rifle, but also a range of powers that defy understanding. He is able to become intangible, allowing attacks to pass through him as if he were a shadow. And when he activates his Quincy, Volstandig, Gilial, Lille transforms into an almost divine being, with golden wings and a shining halo. In this state, he believes himself to be invincible, a true messenger of God, destined to bring judgment upon those who oppose Yawach. But does this absolute power make him truly invulnerable? Or is there a hidden weakness that could be his downfall? As the battle progresses, Lille is forced to confront the reality that his power is not as absolute as he would like to believe. He is cut, wounded, and even deceived by Shunsui and other members of the Royal Guard, who use clever tactics and surprising abilities to counter his overconfidence. When Shunsui activates his Bankai, Lille is caught off guard by a power he cannot fully comprehend, leading him to experience something he thought impossible, despair. But even in this state, he does not give up. Lille continues to fight, believing that his faith and power will lead him to victory. However, the true turning point occurs when Lille loses his Heiligenschein, his halo, which represents his divine connection. Without it, he is drastically weakened, unable to maintain his intangibility and regeneration. He fragments into several copies of himself, each less powerful than the original, but still dangerous. This moment marks a crucial shift in the battle. From an intangible and immortal being, Lille becomes something more human, more vulnerable. The question now is, can Lille accept this new reality, or will his obsession with divine power lead him to an inevitable downfall? And so we come to the final question. What does it really mean to be the closest to God? For Lille Barro, it is to have unparalleled power, an unwavering faith in his own supremacy. But when confronted with the true meaning of mortality and vulnerability, can he maintain his faith? Or will he succumb to despair and chaos, like so many others before him? After all, what is a god without followers, without faith, without power? And more importantly, what is a man who believes himself to be a god, but is forced to confront his own humanity? These are the questions Lille Barro must answer, not only for himself, but for all those who watch him. And you, what do you think? What would you do if you were in his place?